America. Salute Nestorian king, men, clan, mothers, farmers, fisher folk. Cause we fisher folk, grand rising, free people. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. Grand rising, AhuuakhIndianNation in America. Salute Nestorian king, men, clan, mothers, farmers, fisher folk. Cause we fisher folk. Grand rising, free people. To God be the glory.
To God be the glory. Grand rising, free people. Grand rising, American Aborigines. Original American. Grand rising, AhuuakhIndianNation. Grand rising, American Arawak Nation. Grand rising, Aborigines of this West Indies. Grand rising, free people. His stories, notes, information on Jamaica's culture and heritage. We just a touch base, as usual. We just a catalog some information. So we progeny we are forward. Me stumble on these things. Our style, our way. Free will, And it's interesting because as I come across this information, I see it's a Chinese in Jamaica. How interesting. Let's take a shot at it. Aborigines, let's take a shot at it. Free people. Shortly after emancipation, the English plantation owners realized that the African descendants, quote unquote, there was no such thing, having been freed from slavery, were reluctant to work on the sugar estate. Remember, I tell the people, them say, even now when you are work, because before when the man them say, all right, we have a thing I go on and I come put in some work, and them I work as indentured servants. This is what them I call slavery. It's no different than when, as late as the other day, you see some Chinese there and say them a run construction, and them a underpay some man, and the man them a rebel. Later down in the history, them gonna call that, slave rebellion. So it's no different. Based on this realization, they decided to import Chinese and East Indians to work for them. Now hear this? The colonizers, after them do them so-called, the whole world realize so what them are going with is, genocide. So when we become cognizant, say, watch ya, who them people are, and you have some way where them couldn't enslave, could never enslave. Because we got always a rebel, we got always a go at them, naturally. So when them come with them so-called emancipation and all of these things, then most of we now I say, watch ya, we not unite with them. If you want to work on a sugar plantation, Then watch me now. This is what we want. Them can't deal with that. So them import Chinese and East Indians. These East Indians are from Hindustan. They are called Hindustani. These are the people where you say over in the Trinidad and Tobago area, and some of them in Guyana, some of them little places there, and I act like it's theirs, like they are originally from here. By 1854, the first group of 472, I'll repeat that, 472 Chinese came to Jamaica from Panama. And this is in when? Look at the time frame, 1854. So you say before 1854, we can safely assume that there was no Chinese around here. What my people have to say about that? Because remember, I now make up nothing, This is the National Library of Jamaica. You understand? This is for them documentation. This is how the Roman keep for them document. And then when it's presented, all you have to do is remove whatever contradiction is there. You get me? Qualify these information so we can bring closure. We don't have no problem with that. But this kind of basic information, it's not on the mainstream television here on the island. You understand? Hence, we just shine light on it. So our learned people can take it up and, really apply whatever it is they can apply or use from this kind of information. Because right now, the Chinese is like that new invasive species. And them are put themselves in a position as if, oh, we're untouchable. You're not. You're all foreigners here. And you're here still oppressing the original people of this land, this hemisphere. My last tape I show images, just visual images of this location and that location over there. And there is no China nor Chinese originating here. So no Chinese can have no talk, period, here. You know what I mean? So we are talking about freedom. We're not talking about equality per se. Because I don't like the idea where some foreign man can come in on my land and I create some kind of foreign jurisdiction. And then I tell me, say, boy, we are all equal. How comes? Where? When? When you assimilate my people into your very own military construct and have my people within your military construct, looking at I, who is the same as them, as an enemy or as an adversary. Why is that? We have to get back to the root so we can ascertain that truth, so we can find that truth, God, truth supreme. All you foreigners came here, and when you come, you saw us, and it was a mystery to you guys. When you talk about we in mythological terms. So because you don't know our start, you don't know our beginnings, immediately you label we as the very same people where you leaving from over your side of the world. You say, oh, they're Africans. How come? When you're coming from there. Not because you look like I, that means that you is I. And I'm quite sure the elite class know these things. It's just our common folk is confused. Because foreign people come here looking like us and intermingle with us and spoil us. So now them a give all different kind of culture. Because them a say we no have none when them a imitate everything what we do. Because we naturally are the trendsetters. But them have to intermingle with we, to spoil with. Because once them intermingle, there will be divide. And once them create that divide, then our house cannot stand. Our empire will not stand. And now we in a state where everybody I tell you about, oh, Africa, the Chinese man is in Africa. The Korean man is in Africa. The Japanese man is in Africa. The European white man is in Africa. Because remember, you know, if them as the great deluge and Noah, who is a man will look like I, have 3 sons, so naturally in 3 sons are going to look like I. So naturally the people who populate this earth have to look like I. Them have to have them kind of shade there. If them mother different, probably is a little variation, but I mean, yeah. If them daddy stay that way, yeah. You get me? Them are going to have some I. And then you ask the question, if this place was a, you just say a colored place, what changed? What brought that change? So by 1854, the first group, very first, it's the very first, number 1, group of 472 Chinese came to Jamaica from Panama. Prior to this time, there were about 30 Chinese living in Jamaica. 30. The second batch of about 200 coming from Trinidad and British Guiana arrived in Jamaica between 1864 and 1870. So you have 472. And then them add another 200, make it 672. And then them have 30 around here, so that make it what that? 700 of them around here. By 1870. On June 12, 1884, a third group of about 680 arrived straight from China, all having 3-year contracts. These people come here, come work. It's a business for them, my people, my common people. And we are present this thing this way so the ones them can see say, and me just a make up story. Because when I talk people, I say, when get them things, that nothing go so. So now me I present it from your Jamaica government library, from the Roman archives. You understand? Because the government of Jamaica represent the Roman Empire, foreign to us. And they employ our local people. That's why I don't pressure my public servant. You have good and bad everywhere, but I'm not going to come out and bash my judge here and bash my police officer there. And I can't do that. If a man interfere with me, then I go call up him name, I go embarrass him, and I have the information where we can destroy them financially. But I wouldn't come out here willy-nilly to do stuff like that. You know, hear me always apologize. You know, hear me always ask for forgiveness. Then that's why me have to always forgive people, man. All when them wrong, I'm right. All when them violate, I'm strong, can destroy them. Me have to hold it and say, forgive it. Me have to just eat that. And that's my choice. And true, it's free will. So we have bring some information to make our local people comprehend. So watch your man, I make them fool you, man. I make them gain an imaginary paper, money, and I make you feel like so you have anything. It's all ours. A foreign man a take our things. Foreign people are rape with. Foreign people are oppressed with. Foreign people colonize with. I know we do that to ourselves. Who would invade us in 1492? We could never invade ourselves. What kind of mess is that? It's foreigners from over there invaded our place. And we did a war with them even long before 1492. Why you think we don't have this kind of information? Because the foreign man control and govern these things. It's now when we have access like this, by way of YouTube and internet, we can bring forth some information in a, one of them parable type of style there, where you not really come out and shout, but you try, direct the ones them and say, look at this thing. Where are the children of the colonizers? Where are they? Who are they? You understand? Because we don't know. We find ourselves in all kind of problem. So the origin of the Chinese, yeah, this is when them come here. 1854 are the first time the Chinese enter our space. You understand? And by 1884, you understand? Yeah, man. 30 years. The man then bring another 680 Chinese directly from China. The first group come from Panama. The next group come from Trinidad and British Guiana. And then them strengthen up and fix up themselves and them launch out now. 680 straight from China. How much of them are military man? How much of these people are some secret agent them? We can't underestimate these people. Because look at our condition. In 1905, the Jamaican government noticed the increased population of Chinese immigrants and passed a law that restricted entry to the country if certain criteria were not met. The law passed emphasized three main areas. Immigrants had to be registered with immigration authorities before entry. And watch this. This is immigrants with an I, not with an E. Immigrants had to have an guarantor from a reliable shop. From a reliable shop. So somebody have to vouch for them. But them think they're easy. Because once them get them foothold around here, this is how them take time working everybody else. But notice, them not come here as no king, nor no queen. Them come here come work in a shop. You understand? Them come here come work in a sugar plantation, and that Chinese and East Indian people come here come do. And when the colonial masters lift up now, them just leave them in place to regulate. So all of a sudden them elevate themselves to some kind of elite status here on our island. That when our common people look on them and them complexion and them little so-called fragility, we are say, whoa, you're Chinese, whoa. And then we little silly women, them say, oh, we want pretty picnic. Then you can look in the mirror and see your natural beauty. You know, sister, it is everything where you have everybody else covet. Them want talk like how we talk. Them want walk like how we walk. Them want dress like how we dress. And we can't see that. Now we get so carried away, we want to look like the little silly people them out there. All of them think they are free will. We just give thanks we have an opportunity to present this kind of information. You understand? And again, remember, salute to Tivoli Garden Comprehensive High School at that time. You understand? Yeah, man. All information is useful, but we like to put things in our context, not necessarily theirs. Having arrived in Jamaica, the authorities need to know their address. This is the Chinese and the East Indian. Their address and contact information. We don't want them to disappear, go hide away in our place. From this point onward, the immigration law had become very strict. So what now? Where so them sending some whole heap of money, so no just tear up them kind of strictness there. Tear up them kind of laws there. By 1930, there were 4,000 Chinese immigrants in Jamaica. By 1931, the government had stopped issuing passports as an effort to reduce the Chinese invasion. I didn't say it. Excuse me, I didn't say it. I'll repeat that. By 1913, there were 4,000 Chinese immigrants in Jamaica. Now you tell me, when I'm on there and look and see the amount of my people there, especially my bush people where one can't get for censor, because them people now come out of the bush. One can't get for register them land, because them people are not interested in participating in these things. So you want to tell me, say 4,000 little Chinese could have come around here, so invade around here, so after 1492? You think them little, it must say mad. Crazy. But we give thanks when we are read it right here. So man can't, the Chinese, them can't, you know, say boy, and me, I draw a card upon them. By 1930, there were 4,000 Chinese immigrants in Jamaica. By 1931, 1 year after, the government had stopped issuing passports as an effort to reduce the Chinese invasion, as it was called then. So what it's going to be called now? They are invasive species and they're all connected. God, none look like us. It's so simple it is. In another 6 years, the figure reached to a high of 6,000. I tell you, 6 years from now, it reached 6,000. You understand? As a result of this, between 1931 and 1940, there were additions to the immigration law that includes, the man, them have to write and a rearrange law just for the Chinese, you know, my people. I remember, you know, this is in the 1930s and 40s. And when did so-called Jamaica get so-called independence, being in an pending state? 1962, right? Okay. So them say them have to add additional immigration laws, including the immigrants having to successfully pass a written and oral English test. You can't come here and chat chung lang, chang lang, chang pang pang. You cannot do that. Paying a fee before entry. We have put a tax on your China. I'm going to start with, listen, we have to start. You can hear it. Paying a fee before entry. So Chinese people, every time when I say the Aboriginal people, when I pay. From when I say we, when I pay. When we come in on the shop and when I say we, when I just know say boy give up the goods and just know say boy half price. Because these people allow us in their land, and without these people we can't live as good as we are live. Because we can't go to China go live so, nor even behave so. If we go to China, our children have to go into the military from them turn 9. And our women better don't speak. And our men better don't speak. That's China for you. But when them come here to my land, America, whoop, it's a whole different thing. They become the oppressors. They become the colonizers. They become the tyrants. You get me? And show them a whole nation with an unbroken history. Them know psychology. So them slick. When you think it's I, it's not I, it's them. When you think it's our brother over there, no, it's not our brother over there, it's them. So them say the Chinese have to pay a fee before enter our jurisdiction, our area, our hemisphere. Doing a medical examination which should prove whether or not the immigrant is physically fit and healthy. You can't come here pop down because you better come walk on our sugar plantation. How all of a sudden this thing changed? How all of a sudden the slave them will come in a mile and come and want to come call I slave? What happened? How the table just turn around when these people coming from their own enslaved societies come around here now and put chains and shackles and yokes on my people? And the sad thing is, because the Moors of Spain is of them, these Pan-African Moors, you understand, and Maroons are participating in the genocide of this original people. Whether knowingly or unknowingly, this is why we have to bring them kind of information here forward. Who here on this island bringing it like this? Who or whom? After their contracts had expired, many were reluctant to return to China. Then who would want to go back to China? You know, remember when we used to see images of China, you see a billion bicycle. You get me? And a billion people in a grey. What kind of people are those? You know, and the place was cool and the place was grey. Listen again. Pure grey them wear. And them exist in a place where it's still grey. I wonder if them related to the Greys. Pay attention, people. This is our heaven. This is our Jerusalem. This is our Narvada. You have people from Russia. They don't just take up residence here, you know. If you talk to them tell you, say, hey, I'm a Jamaican. Proud. But you don't look like us who claim to be that. And them just back out them paperwork and show you, say, oh, you mean me a Jamaican citizen, proud. But what's the point of origin? Oh, you mean that? We can't talk about that. I hear them give some yard pat too. You get me? Me a Jamaican. You get me? But what come out of them mouth and match up with the image where you look and in front of you. And then when them tell you and show you them point of origin, you have to say, boy, we can't blame you if you want to come around here. Because when you look on the ice and the cold, because these people are people from the north. And you know what kind of thing come from the north. You know what kind of God they lead the peoples of the north. You know, so we stay. Remember, you know, now I get 3 sons, you know, and everybody get them place. Seeing the Ethiopian them with the Hamites them get round Africa. The Japhite them get round Europe. All of them look like I, you know. And we the Shemite, we get round here, so the Pacific Ocean, Pasibak Ashan. We they in a Shemland. And Shemland represent the American hemisphere. But as one family, you don't know, ones and ones are going to envy each other. And ones are going to know, say them ones they all a different kind of order. Where the others can't match it. So when the fallings one come through, them just say, watch ya, we can't go on this and that. And we can teach you all of these things. You understand? So this is how those ones just rise up against we and just come at our place from all different directions, but they are coming from over there, my people. You get me? And we have always been here. This is why them can't explain the Olmec. And you have a set of people from the Olmec, like how I would have there and say, we as Arawak and thing, we come out and say we are Ahuuakh. That's what happened with the Olmec. A set of people step from them and call themselves Toltec. But them think on a much higher level. And then bring forward a different kind of awareness or paradigm. And it's always a mystery to foreigners. Because when them come and see we, them shock. Them know say something there, but them couldn't believe say we with our society so vibrant. This is why them wipe out so much away. Yeah, man. And them still do it. Genocide. That's what it is. Them do it physically, and then now them do it, them write it on paper. This is why when they say a Jamaican all in a female is them attack when we want to go back to Africa, then get the mess out of here and go. How the mess you are crying a ball and want and I talk about Africa and you don't want to leave here. Come off of this landmass, man. It's simple as that. Problem solved. Let the Americans handle their business. Because we shall come together, whether we like it or not. And then we're going to look at each other, whether we like it or not. And then we're going to can identify us from them. And it's not a color thing. You get me? It's a bloodline thing. Are you of the serpent seed, or are you of the Most High, divine seed? Are you the jewels of the Creator, or are you the adversary of such? There's no in between. Simple. You see that you hear the Most High and talk and chant righteousness, irrespective of how you is, or you just chant for the dark side, for the evil side, for the adversarial side, irrespective of how you is. I care not if you wear a money suit. If you're evil, you're just evil. And I care not if you wear a crocus bag. If you're good, you're just good. So we can't make a Chinaman come in our place and attack and go on. You understand? And we have to just say love straight across the board, but we first. But you see, when my people act lawless, then there is consequence, my people. We have to can hold it. We have to can see the violation, recognize it, and know we're strong enough, tough enough, bold enough to crush that. But yet, we have a next kind of thing what them call, napash. You know what I mean? We have conscience, and everybody have that. Yeah, man. And everybody have them thing there. We have a soul. And we can look upon the ones and know, say, boy, they know I that same way. However misguided, is I same way. So you have to hold it, my people. Because we don't have enough information for behave like how we are behave. And because them spoil we, because we lack information, probably that is the reason why we carry and conduct ourselves so immorally, so unlawfully, so ungodly. Only through we lack knowledge, my people. And a foreign man now go come tell them kind of truth here, because them foreign to us. They assimilate us within their foreign system and spoil us, trick us. However, it's a free will choice. We're not there for come tell nobody for nay or hey. We are say, just look. This is where they call alternative view, because the information not really alternative. It's there in the library, National Library of Jamaica. But it's the concept or the point of view, the perspective, maybe a bit different from most. So we can't allow foreign people to come in our land and continue to oppress us and continue to take our raw material and take it to feed them foreign land, to enrich them foreign people and leave us here with a whip over our back. What kind of China build highway? China not have no claim here. China can't claim no land here. No government of Jamaica can't make no deal and issue nothing to no foreign man. Once a man like I and I people is here to make this kind of claim. Say you're foreign to us. You're all foreign to us. And you're oppressive to us. You're oppressing us as a people. You're oppressing the American Aborigines, the first people here. So I'm not going like I just my group. I talk for all of us straight across this hemisphere. Because everybody have them own group and them own spokespeople and them own organization where I represent them, but them always include we enough for them thing, for strengthen them thing, while we get no benefit from it. We are American Aborigines. We are original Americans, first people. It's after the Chinese contract had expired, many of the Chinese were reluctant to return to China as they knew what effect communism would have had on their return. You hear that? They knew the effect communism. Because them say China a communist nation. So them know when them go there, them leader take everything from them and probably lock them up for stay too long and work too hard or do not work so hard. But any which way, them are go under heavy penalty, heavy restriction, so them do not want to return. Now, if you don't want to go back to your place, and you see me in my place, and you want my place, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to orchestrate a plan or a scheme, so you can take over my place without I make too much noise. So because you have the shipping and the, you know, say, import-export industry lock, then we not go have no problem and get all kind of things what we not need on this island here. And none of our people not go bring it here because we not have those kind of resources. So it have to be the foreign man to do that. And then true, we have some greedy people in our place and think, well, we not go even say greedy people. You have some man who does not have a thing and want a thing and him just not care. He must say, watch you know, my family, I get them badness here where I come from them foreign people. Yeah. You understand? Or a man say, watch you, I don't ever care, I just want a jump for run. So him sell out when he can sell out or him just participate. Because the China man can't walk going and not get to go do nothing at all. What he can do is build up shops and then build up relationship with certain specific groups. And then things operate where, you know, say the China man no more. Him no exist. But he is the culprit. And that go for all foreign man. Don't think me a talk and I discriminate against just the Chinese. It's all you foreigners who come in my land and oppress my people. Spoil my people. Who are divine people. Who have an inherent, unalienable, inalienable, divine rights and freedoms. Where this foreign construct come and I try, you know, remove from us. And the people them just sit still only because of lack of knowledge. They are being distracted talking about everything else when are relevant. While we have an invasive species amongst us who just eat us at the core. Right now, when them could have only have access to the shorelines, right now these foreigners are in our interior cockpit country working with some of these traitors calling themselves Maroons. Know yourself, you're no Maroon. Your leaders may be Maroon, but we deported them to Nova Scotia a long time ago. And those leaders never look as dark as you, per se. Those leaders are a whole heap of mix-up ones. You understand? And them deport them. They couldn't deport you. They could have signed treaty with you. So when you're wrong, correct, you're wrong, come home and make we unite this thing. Because a Maroon can't come here in a 1655 or 1492 and say them have sovereignty here. We're going to deport every last one of you from off of this landmass. Because it's not like it's a lot of money, you know. We already showed the document, you know. We have about 2 groups from the leeward and about 3 or 4 more groups from the windward. That's all. That's a group of y'all. We just put on upon a boat and deport all on to Nova Scotia. So if you watch for a claim, you want to go back to Spain, but find somewhere over Spain, pushing upon a boat and left on upon the shores of Spain. Make you not go invade Spain now. Make those children of the colonizers over there get at you guys. Let those children of the fallen ones get at you guys. Wake up, man, so y'all can rise up, man. Yeah, man. These Chinese didn't want to leave Jamaica, yeah. In 1880, many of those who had remained in Jamaica started retail businesses, trading in grocery items with a few shops set up in Kingston. They as a group developed the Chinese Benevolent Society. You hear that? So what wrong with we are deal with our own society around here? Funded by Chang Fa Few Son, I don't know about them words there. In 1890. The purpose of this society was to look after their interests and welfare, to promote charitable activities and mutual assistance among themselves, and to act as arbitrator in the settlement of their disputes. Now, that's why I have to salute Ian platform. Because now when I kind of grasp the work with Ian over there on the mainland is doing, boy, I am on board. Yeah, I know people not really like link with me and work with me through them, so I probably go on it, but I mean, I am on board. Because if we not have our own structure, our own society, our own organization, we can be an arbitrator for, represent us over here in this crazy system where them create on top of our place. Then we not go have no voice. We're going to be voiceless. That's why I say, AhuuakhIndianNation in America. No boy not have no kind of claim or jurisdiction on that name. Period. You understand? Come say it. Them write Arawak, yes, in a book. Arawak chieftain, yes. I never me write it. This is when me write. AhuuakhIndianNation. American Aborigines, First People, First Nation, American. Don't let them fool you. But America this and America that. No, them create the United States of America, which is a corporation within my land. So you tell me about taxes. Oh, you stuff bright and face there tell me about. You can talk to a man like I about tax. You can talk to a man like I about me to come register with your foreign company. Are you insane? Just doing that is a violation, because you're not going to ever give a full disclosure. You're not going to ever tell me about the consequences arising from the corporate offer to contract with you foreigners. You're not honest. You understand? Most of you guys don't operate with clean hands. How can you? When you come in my land as invaders, as conquerors, You understand? And you come and you war with my ancestors. You war with my ancestors. And tell them about no Africa. You understand? Me I defend America. Because yes, I'm a white man country. Now white man wasn't here. They came here and saw us. I show you, all of them are come from over there somewhere. So who have the superior claim here? We are allodial in our existence. Yeah, man. And our titles are such. Fee simple, yes. But we're not interested now in the fanciness. We have to say, watch ya. This is our place. It's our place. You know what I mean? So you foreigners, you need to pay with tribute. Now little youth no fear talk about him and take up gun for shoot no foreigner, rob no foreigner. Foreigner for bring a big chuck of goods go left in a certain community. And know so that is a tribute for us being here in your people's land. This is your place. And we are the business and we are get rich and we are build up our place over there. So watch you know nothing. For every month we drop one whole chuck of goods. So one whole community can just know. So them are gonna salute the foreigners. Them are gonna say, you mean? But when the foreigner man in a film Big Benz and I go on like him is all that. One day, I remember my day uptown, up at Half a Tree area. King's House, in fact. It's a while back. And I man park up in a my pro box. And sitting, you know, with a sister. And me observe, and brethren, I observe about 3 consecutive, 3 old-timer pull up, 3 old boy. And them have a Chinese looked upon them, you know. Old boy them, you know, and brethren. The man, them just step out of them little vehicle and, you know, probably misses another car or wait or them and them misses. And when the man step out of some Freemason style, I say every man, them have a way where them walk and drop a hand in them pocket and move away. And I say the 3 different man do the 3 same, the very same thing. And me I say, yo, them ones are really organized. And them ones that live uptown, yeah, they come here as sugar plantation worker and indentured servants. And them now, our little common people look up to and say them rich. A your wealth is my wealth, is our wealth. Them take from us. We have to know these things. Our cultural leader here now tell me these things. Because them is a part of what is known as that foreign construct. It's foreign to us. Where is our government? You understand? Alright then, if everything foreign car either state or somewhere else, I choose to govern myself. And we have people with like mind where I move that way. We choose to function. We don't choose to operate. We choose to function. So we're not going to allow a foreign man, whether Hindustani, perpetrating Indian, saying they are East Indian, or Chinese, or none of that. What about the Aborigine? What about the people where you call black? When me hear black, to me, I say, oh, invincible. So we are the invisible people. The black people are the invisible people. Like the black pope is an invisible pope, you don't see him. So when me I say, boy, I'm a black, you can't see me. On the corporate world at large can't see me. Because I say, oh, them they're invisible. Ignore that. You're black. But when I say Aborigine, it bring a problem in your thing. Because now we say, when I want him, I say that, you know. Because them are figure out, say, them are the original people. And they're not just located right here in America. If there is what is known as an equator, follow that equator belt. They might call it equatorial belt. I man call it the aboriginal belt because it's all the aborigines exist close to the equator like that. Just follow it and trace the source of everybody else. Don't let them fool you, man. And don't make no foreign man school you. You understand? Because there's no way a man will come to conquer your land, create educational institution. Where you think him going to teach you? How to free yourself? Impossible. Are you impossible? If I have a group of slaves on a farm, I think I'm going to give them, number one, me I say, yo, oh no, better don't make me catch you with a book. And if I hear you not speak outside of Abadaga, I hang on no. Once I hear you formulate in a correct, proper English sentence structure, we're going to cut out on the tongue. As someone that deal with my slave on my farm, that way I keep them in the dark. I'm calling it the dark ages. The time when we are govern this area and rule this area, it's not no European. European people, those pale people are always a war. They are that's what them built on. You have some people who are just landless people. In order for them acquire land, them create constructs where them say, own nothing, but definitely control everything. Them think they're foreign to us, man. Our ancestors not try own nothing. We can't own nothing. Everything belongs to the divine creator of nature. What we do, we are always a caretaker. We don't own nothing. We take care of everything. They'll never teach you these things. How can you own the land? You understand? No, man, you just have certain places in your possession because you're a man. And when you're your possession, then the next man have to covet it. If you say them want it. Like how these foreigners leave their place and come to my place and create a whole different world. And so we know what the tail end can't really say. Because we went to the foreign institution to learn. And again, they'll never teach you how to remove yourself from their slavery. So it said in 1880, many of those Chinese who remained in Jamaica started retail businesses, trading in grocery items. Them still do it. With a few shops, them have many shops now set up in Kingston, not just Kingston. They as a group developed, we're not going to touch about that. By 1954, there were over 1,000 commercial establishments owned by the Chinese. That are 1954. In 1970, the number amounted to 7% of Jamaica's population. What? 7%. You see the invasiveness? In 1982, this fell to 2%. As many migrated to Canada and the United States of America. When the blood, you remember 1980? Yeah, I remember 79. 1979, my old man dropped flesh. But remember 1980 when Jamaica erupt? Yeah, man. So a whole heap of these one get freed and lift up. 2% of them lift up. The Chinese were noted for their acumen businesses and for their caring and nurturing of their children, placing great emphasis on education and family life. We need to get some of them things there back. To date, these characteristics have positively impacted the Jamaican society. What? So we are just, what you try to tell me, say? What kind of Chinese characteristic impact Jamaican society? And them not teach with nothing, man. And them not give with the opportunity, man. The system that is in place, that is, there to oppress us Now the very system of us as commodities, where them a trade we on the stock exchange. Them have us as their commercial business. You know what I mean? Kind of Chinese characteristic have positively impacted the Jamaican society. When them a take over a place, over the years, the Chinese became integrated in many professions such as law, medicine, business, retailers, civil servants, and teachers, while others remain wage earners in the banking and manufacturing sectors. Jamaican Chinese are greatly admired for being hardworking, diligent, and courteous. Then which Chinaman can outwork I? Which Chinaman can outwork any Aboriginal we uno call the invincible man, the black man, the invisible man? Because the black man is the invisible man. So which Chinaman can outwork a group of black invisible man? It's craziness, people. It's when we say we're not turning a slave, we're not for pay with more money, I give a better rare, them switch and say, watch out, bring in some of our slave, but can't give with them talk that. I saw the Chinaman coming to our country, 1854. Before that, Ungabo was. A handful of Chinese was here. About 30 of them. Yeah, man, and I like me just a knock Chinese, you know. We just bring information forward. You get me? And I don't necessarily have no Chinese friend who I can think of. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know no Chinese. I hope after this some Chinese come meet me and know me and friend me and show me a different side of things. You understand? But for right now as it stands, China, don't try play with Jamaica like you saw China. And don't try put your people above my people here. The moment you try it, we're going to prove, say, boy, this is our place. We're going to prove that. And this is why I tell our people, say, leave the criminality alone, Rasta. Take a break, man. If you're broke, make we just all just sit down broke, man, and just know, say, boy, something else I go on. But the moment we are get involved in a criminality where we just can't forgive our brother, we just, you know, we are shoot them up and we are going like we silly, then we open the door for all kind of foreign man come mess around with. Because those are foreign agenda. The destruction of a society is always a foreign agenda. Foreign man always come in our place and talk about, look on China. China come in our land about them want to build road. And we have all kind of material. We have all kind of man for labor and do our own thing. China come and trick our government so them and give them money. What money? There is no such thing in existence. Them never give a government no gold and silver. It's all computer data. Illusion. And this is how the very same foreign government let in and next them foreign partners or them foreign relations into our land and a fool of people. China can't claim nothing here because this is not China. So no China man can't come in our land and make no claim. China man come here as slave. Hindustani, so-called Indians, East Indians come here as slave. The pale man come here as conqueror, as invader. Before 1492, you have some Vikings come across them lands here. But them are more in the Canada era. Up north, them come. You know what I mean? Because them always descend from north. Them can't a step from this area. That's why when you turn the map upside down, you're going to see for them north is way down below. And our south is sit up on top of everything. Just try it. The earth is out of course, people. And them a trick we have very long time. Very long time them a trick. Yeah, man. So the master boy, over the years, the Chinese become integrated in many professions such as law, medicine, business, retail, civil servant, and teachers, while others remain wage earners in the banking and manufacturing sectors. Chinese are greatly admired for being hardworking, diligent, and courteous. They have added another dimension to the plurality of the cultural heritage of Jamaica. So it's so them are create, them literally are mixed way up, and not come talk about out of many, one people. That's crap. Out of us, of Aborigine, derive many people. Out of one, derive many. Don't let them fool the people. Remember, it's logic, rhetoric, and grammar. Logic, rhetoric, and grammar. Right? Knowledge, understanding, and wiseness. Knowledge, understanding, wisdom. Don't let them fool you. Yeah, man. So we can wrap it up, and next time we can touch upon some other things. But yeah, me have to kind of bring this information forward so my learned people can really, take it to a next level. Can really take it to a next level. Yeah, man. So it's no knock on any particular group, but I know so there was a confederacy formed against I and I people, against the Most High and against the Most High's people. You understand? And this is why I've never been adverse to the scriptures. I just know so once you change it, then you change it, it becomes somewhat of a cursed book. Because it say you can't add nor take away. And when you interpret, you will have to add or take away. When you interpolate, it's the very same way. So that's why when I use the Bible, I always partial to the Hebrew text. You understand? And when I talk about ancient tongue, I love the Paleo Hebrew, the Paleo American tongue. Ah, ba, ga, da, ma. And them way that when you say A, B, C, D, me say A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, which is XA. I would never have no Z. Ka, which is CHA. Ta, ya, which is Aid. Ka, and ka. You have CHA, ka. And you have CHARCH, which is ka. And them way the people. La, ma, na, sa, ayin. Pa, ta, za. Ka, ra, sha, ta. At them level them my people. And then I love the Sanskrit tongue. Where you see the Hindi them have when I talk about namaste. Yeah, man. And we still pay attention to them Latin. Because that's how them corrupt and pollute a lot of things. When them start Latinize everything, people. But don't take my word for it. We just shine light. Later other people will bring them things forward. So to each his own, my people. We not allow them to continue to fool us as if, we don't have a voice and we don't have a story. Or we can make our own analysis of things. University of the West Indies, that's something else. Because from them have a man like Red Nettiford as gatekeeper, as top scholar, then whole heap of compromise make this up. However, that's for another day. Freedom, free dominion, free domain, I people. Again, complete respect with power. AhuuakhIndianNation in America, along with our partners, American Arawak Nation, along with all others, all Aborigines, Aboriginal from origin, all original American, we, what am I call black people, the invisible people. Let's rise up. Let's stand up. Let's unite. Let's forget our differences. Because if the Chinese can unite and come so powerful as some little slave will come here, a sugar plantation them come here, I just read it. I just read it. Boy, I see a thing in here, brethren, I say, lies, I don't know that story. Well, if you're a Chinaman, and this day in the Jamaica National Library, I think you need to go contact that library and tell them, say, hey, you're lying. You can only fool some people sometime, but it is impossible to fool all the people all the time. Wake up, Jamaica. Yeah, man, we don't want for reason and discuss things. We don't have no problem to do that. You get me? Because all we are do is just share the basic information where we gonna or do diligent research, and we still learn. But we don't mind questioning things, and we don't accept nothing what we just throw down with throat. No more. Enough. This is America. And you're from over there. Talk to them. Sir Anthony.
To God be the glory. Grand Rising, AhuuakhIndianNation in America. Salute Nestorian King, men, clan, mothers, farmers, fisher folk. Cause we fisher folk. Grand Rising, free people. To God be the glory.
Yeah, man. I just say a thing where a bunch of Chinese 1421 in the West. Hey, brethren, what is that? Larai one? Listen, I welcome any kind of link up so we can discuss it. Because I say once I can have the information which truthful for I correct myself, brethren, I welcome it. I'm not one of them kind of man that we are going to run with this and that when, But if we can look right now and I read what we are read. Chinaman come here in 1854. Me not talk about in the West. Me talk about on this island. You understand? Because if the document said the Chinaman, I come from the first time him come in my land. See it here? The first group, 472 Chinese, came to Jamaica from Panama. So which part of Panama there? You understand? So I totally comprehend they might be in the West from whenever time them come over here, but them coming on my land here, Jamaica, right here, in 1854. Before that, about 30 of them was here. That's it. Yeah, man. So if you can dispute this claim, we won't have a problem. But me can tell us that this is not China, my good brother. And this can never be China. And there's no way China go invade our area. No time at all. And China now go get no priestly nor no kingly honor here. A one group of people we see even in the Bible where them say priestly and kingly. China no unite. You understand? And this is not China. And we are not anti-Chinese. We just share information for make you know. Say, watch ya, there was a beginning. Being a Chinese, a woman. Well, I mean, I believe that. You sound like a Chinese, and oh, you're right. But we need to get together and discuss things. It's not a problem. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We can get together and discuss things, man. Yeah, man. All are welcome. God, truth is supreme. And we are American Aborigines. Salute to our Aboriginal community straight across the board. Salute to the Aborigines over there in Africa. Salute to the Aborigines in Australia. Salute to the Aborigines over there in Europe. Salute to the Aborigines here in our hemisphere, America. Salute, Aboriginal people. You are first people. First nation. First. Yeah, man. Oh, Florida. Gratitude for passing through, man. Salute, you know. We just share some things for our common people when I normally I get this kind of information. And when I necessarily I try bring no confusion or a back and, you know. We just say, watch ya, see some information, yeah. This is our perspective. Yeah, man. So complete gratitude. Complete gratitude. Alright. May I tell you, Sir Anthony, you're really boss. No lie. Yeah, man. You're really the ambassador. And there you carry the banner, you know. There you carry the banner, yeah.
To God be the glory. Grand Rising, AhuuakhIndianNation in America. Salute, Nestorian King, men, clan, mothers, farmers, fisher folks, causeway, fisher folks. Grand Rising, free people. To God be the glory.